Welcome back, Sagittarius, to your extended reading. I will begin by clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in the first house, with the Magician in the second house, and the Six of Coins in the third house. You are on a really clear path of activating your creative will. And for many of you, this has been a lifetime in coming. You are very clear that your dream as you envision it, your life, your reality as you understand it, as you create it, is what you are experiencing and what you are manifesting. This has had a dramatic impact on the way that you understand relationships, the way you're understanding giving and receiving love. And I think it's always interesting that the sign of the Bachelor is finding greatest release through this connection with one's own higher self. So that this union of your higher self, this ability to know yourself, is what is now informing all of your relationships and making the possibility of allowing real love into your life as you build upon this idea of self-love, being worthy of care, attention, and priority. That your skills, who you are, essentially, the alignment of your values with your desires, is what is creating this sense of powerful self-respect, self-honor, and self-love that informs all of your relationships. And in that way, you are dignifying the friendships you have, even if you don't have a significant relationship in your life. You are more open than ever to the possibility of that because you actually believe in the possibility of it in a way that you never have. And that is coming as a result of falling in love with yourself. But falling can be deceptive. It sounds easy. It has not been easy. This is the result of a lot of work over years and years of really facing down uncomfortable patterns, a sense of guilt or shame for being who you are, and being compelled to be who you are, despite what you have been told or the way in which you've been labeled, that defines what you should be and who you should be and what you should do. So the sense of balance in your own life within yourself is really a relatively new experience for many of you. And despite a lifetime of being perceived as happy, positive, outgoing, fun-loving, and really not until over the last few years of some very deep work and honesty, brutal honesty, about the experiences you've had and the way you felt compelled to respond, have you found that balance within yourself of giving and receiving and knowing that you are worthy of receiving. In the Knight of Wands in the fourth house is clarified by the Sun card in the fifth house and Temperance in the sixth house. So much self-healing, so much development is occurring for you. You are finding so much joy in your creative capacity. The way that you allow yourself to feel good is by pursuing your loves, those things that you love. And that, for many of you, is a creative opportunity, a creative practice, even if that creative practice is building a business. And this is what is the way you soothe yourself when things get difficult, when your fears arise, when you get anxious about all the possibilities that you are approaching, that you see available to you. How do you pick and choose what is best when so many things seem now ripe and possible? You go to what you love. That's how you relax. That's how you find fun and pleasure. That's how you bond with the people that are meaningful to you. And so in doing that, in exercising your creative voice, your creative abilities, are you finding that love? You're finding those lovers, those friends, that pleasure and that relaxation and rest that is so essential to integrating the lessons that you've been learning in your life. You are absolutely on point with your personal health and well-being. You understood all these changes that you've learned and come to accept are necessary in your life to advance towards a whole experience, a complete experience of living, reflects upon your habits and your routines. These affect the way you're able to work with others, how you've been able to detoxify from feelings of resentment, jealousy, victimization, feeling exploited or used in your life. It's by taking responsibility for your own habits and health on a mundane level that you are seeing this beautiful flow and learning, this meeting of opportunities, this realization of abundance in your life, that you're able to integrate and see real results in your well-being, your personal well-being. The Eight of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the Star in the 8th house and the Queen of Swords in the 9th house. Yeah, you fire signs are really all about reclaiming faith and trust in the universe. And this is after a long period of challenges, kind of counter the narrative that fire signs are lucky or energized, passionate, and therefore everything goes their way. They're the ones we see. Actually, your experience over, I would say, at least Pluto's transit through Capricorn for many of you who are longer lived, which is decades long, of really meeting challenging circumstances, working against that narrative of happy-go-lucky, positive, optimistic results in your life. Really going through the flip side of that and having to be honest about your responsibility in unfortunate, challenging circumstances. So as you reclaim this faith in who you are, confident that whatever comes your way, you can transform it in a way that allows you to multiply the abundance in your life. You have also restored your faith and trust in the universe that everything is going to be all right, as it has been over the many years of challenge. You have always landed on your feet. And it's time for you to let go and trust that. You indeed have been able to do that by the ability to observe yourself, observe your actions, objectify the beliefs that brought you into a willing participation in things that weren't good for you, a willing allowing yourself to be used or exploited by others, and simply abandoning or avoiding the results when you saw what was happening, rather than stand your ground and claim what you're worth. You now are understanding your value and your facile ability with ideas, with communication, with the way that you use words and language, so that you are able to strategize based on a history of overcoming challenges, to understand how to pick your battles and to get more information, to frankly ask for help. Big challenge for you that you're overcoming. Pursuing new projects is a funny way for you, Sagittarius, to ask for help. by teaming up with people that you trust that you will work well with, that you're willing to work with, that you know you share values with, is your way of pursuing projects that you know now will be successful. And this is success on your own terms. This is you expanding something that you've already invested in. The 8 of Wands in the 10th house is being clarified by the 3 of Coins in the 11th and the 2 of Coins in the 12th house. For me, this is about your bold action. You're really summarizing where you've been and where you now are envisioning you want to go, what you want to manifest. You bring a fair amount of anxiety to this new direction, this new path that is unfolding before you. And it's unfolding from within you, which is part of what is so miraculous, what is so new for you to experience. This is real joy and abundance. This is not an optimistic facade or enthusiasm for something that seems good on the surface. This is not wishing a happy ending. This is really engaging in something that you've invested in without knowing what the end result is going to be, but knowing that it is going to be a reflection of the sense of miraculous joy and commitment that you feel inside of you, and you trust that now to take you to places that you never truly believed you would be able to go. I'm going to finish up this reading, Sagittarius, with an oracle card. Sorry, I don't remember the name of this deck. It's something about moon cycles, but it's always about lunations for me, the timing of the universe. The mantra is stay strong, be a guiding light, ground yourself, and be love. And this is a card from the Rest deck by Nap Ministry, Trisha Hershey, which I think is appropriate to commit ourselves to the real work of pursuing our dreams rather than the grind culture that we are all victims of in many ways that does not serve us. And obviously it's difficult to pull these cards in this very new deck. I pulled, I will do less, watch me thrive. And it says, how can you access pleasure, joy, and liberation if you're too tired to experience them? Where can you create more space in your life? What can you say no to? Consider what rest has to offer you. It's time to slow down. It's time to thrive. I hope you can see why I'm becoming such a devotee of the Rest deck. If this is where we end things, Capricorn, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, namaste.